Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and here we are for part 2, the back 9, out here at Quarry Pines in Tucson, Arizona. My favorite course yet in Arizona of all the courses I've played, which isn't a whole lot, granted. I've never played up in Scottsdale, in Paige's old neck of the woods and stuff like that. Now she's out there closer to me in Colorado, so I won't see much of her down there, I'm guessing, anymore. But there's some courses I'd like to play out there one of these days, but I'm guessing that they might take the cake on this one. But for now, this is my favorite. So anyway, here we are, 10th hole, and I might do this as a one-part video. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, if you stumble upon this video, you're really going to enjoy this back 9 here. This is really crazy. Lots of elevation changes, lots of stuff to shoot over. Very unorthodox back 9 out here. So this 10th hole here, only 300 yards about to get down on that green, and it's all downhill, so probably only playing about 280 or so. But very tight, very tight. You better hit the, either clear a whole bunch of junk over on that right line there, or hit the prettiest fade of your life to get up there anywhere close to that green in one shot. Or the safe shot, just hit something about, I don't know, probably 200 yards out. Maybe even less than that, maybe more like 150 to get down in that nice little landing spot just down in the middle of the screen there. And yeah, and then you'll have about a 150 yard shot up onto the green. So let's give it a rip, see what we got. That's brutal. Alright, ladies and gents, so here we are on the 11th hole. This gorgeous par 3 over this giant gorge to hit that, well, fairly sizable green with a giant slope in front of it, as you can see. A little bit of backboard support behind that. The play definitely is off to the right here, but you really can't miss anywhere, to be completely honest. We're not playing from this here tee box, where I'm just kind of hanging back here to do my little intro before we can get up to the tee box that we're going to play from. But if you were playing from right here, which is the tips, you'd be playing it at 256 yards for a par 3. With the wind blowing cross, and I don't know if that's the prevailing wind, but right now it's blowing to the left. So not really hurting yardage a whole lot, but certainly hurting your trajectory, that's for sure. So, yeah, pretty nasty little par 3 out here. So I have no idea what I'm going to be playing from up at our tee box there, which I'm assuming is that one right there. but it's probably going to be something a little stiff to get through this, because that's not a whole lot in front, maybe 50, so it's probably still going to be playing around 200. Probably going to be taking a 7-iron. Yeah, probably 7-iron at it, but I'm going to take the laser to it and find out when I get up there. But either way, yeah, when you come out here, this is kind of the first real signature hole that you're going to come to among the many signature holes that you're going to find on this here back 9 out here at Quarry Pines. So let's get up there, give it a whack, see what happens. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 12th hole. So, our first par 5 of the back 9, big old long one, well, actually kind of run-of-the-mill, but 547 yards about to get on the screen from here, but really tight, that's the thing, and kind of undulating. Good news is, you've got kind of funnel support on both sides of the fairway, so if you miss slightly left, it should come back right, and vice versa, if you miss to the right. So, as long as you keep it generally straight and in play here, you should end up in a pretty good position for your second shot up there. Yeah, you're really going to have to rip one, though, to try to get on in 2. So, let's give it a crack, see what we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 13th hole. Finally, a little kind of run-of-the-mill par 4, 337 yards, or 338 about. Almost 340, tee box behind me. To get up on this green, pretty straightforward. Can't miss really either direction though. Yeah, it's desert as soon as you leave the fairway, darn near. So definitely don't want to do that. Though the fairway is clearly sloping right to left. So if you're gonna hit something, some kind of shape, probably favor the fade, drill it into the side of that hill and stay up a bit. But yeah, draws are probably gonna slide right off to that left side into the desert, so try not to do that. So let's give it a rip, see what we can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 14th hole. Love that par on that last hole. Oh man, that was good after kind of taking it in the shorts a little bit for the first part of this back nine. But you know what? That's kind of to be expected out here because this is not an easy back nine, not by any stretch. Very difficult, but gorgeous all at the same time. So here we are on the 14th, downhill, 332 yard par 4, with a little bit of force clearance twice over. Got some force clearance right off the bat here for about 150 yards of it or so, and then a good probably around 200 yards down you got some more. So if you really hammer a drive, then you might be able to clear it all. But if you want to play it safe and just hit that nice big landing area that's right down there in the middle of the screen right now, then yeah, probably something like a mid-iron. You know, probably your 200, 220 yard shot would suffice to hit that little landing area. And it's downhill, so yeah, you'll definitely get it there with that. And then you'll have about 150 to 100, depending on how much of that landing area you play forward, yeah, left onto the green. So let's give it a rip, see what we got. ladies and gentlemen, now they're gone. Alright, ladies and gents, we're being held up by a force from in front of us. It's pretty slow, so it is what it is. So here we are at number 15, little tiny par 3. Probably gonna laser this. I got 100 yards, that's it, to get to the middle of this green. And the pin's in the back, as you can clearly see. So that's 109. But playing so far downhill, this is probably only playing like a 80-yard shot, if that. So I'm probably taking like a 58-degree wedge at this. I might even smoke and send up a 64-degree. Just send it way up in the air and try to stab this green with it. I don't know. But because the wind's behind us too. I mean, you got everything going for you here. This is really, if you're gonna miss here, it's probably gonna be long unless you totally top it. So yeah, we're gonna give it a whack with something small and try to stab this green. So let's give it a shot, see what happens, and check out this view before I get onto the shot here. I mean, you really got it. I wish I could get more footage coming up to these holes, because these little drives here coming up to these holes are just beautiful. I would definitely not recommend walking this course. You'd probably be dead. Your legs would probably fall straight off your body. So yeah, let's give it a whack here, see what we got. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We made it to the stretch. Last par 5 of the day. Big old swooping dogleg left. You can actually see the green way up there. Let's see here. Yep, way out that way. Yeah, there it is in the middle of the screen now. So the idea is land this drive somewhere down there and then hit probably 2 more shots up that sliver of a fairway up to the green. So yeah, super tight par 5. You really got to play this one smart to keep it in play, unless you're really going to try to pound one and carry those bunkers right in the middle of the screen right now and give yourself a little bit of a shortcut over that turn in order to try to get there in 2. So let's give it a rip and check it out. We got 524 yards on this hole to play. Let's see how it works out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on the 17th, our last par 3 of the day. Yep, 3 par 3s on this back 9 here, and all of them really cool. So yeah, this one, a little bit of a gorge to hit over on this left side, and after that you have a little bit of leniency on the right, but not a whole lot. And if you miss it kind of long and left, you've got this skinny little bunker that might capture your ball to stay in place, so that's kind of nice. But you got to have the number right. So I've got about 160 to get up on this green. It's probably going to be hitting about a 9 iron. Send it on up there. But the wind's in our face, so maybe it does call for an 8. Don't know. We'll see. But yeah, because the pin does look like it's kind of far back. It's kind of in a shadow, so you can't really tell. But the back is 173, so I think an 8 would probably be safe here. So yeah, let's give it a whack and see what we can do for this second to last hole out here at Quarry Pines in Tucson, Arizona. Let's check it out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are on the 18th. Thanks so much for watching us today with Midgard Golf, another episode over here. Throw us a like and subscribe if you feel, and if you don't, thanks for your time anyway. We appreciate you showing up. So, this last hole looks like kind of a swerving par 4, a little bit to the left and then back to the right for a 350-yard par 4 to get up on this green. Actually, I've only got like 318 or so. 320 maybe from my watch here, but the scorecard's playing a little longer. So yeah, kind of a shorter par 4. Don't really need driver if you don't want to take it, but if you pump one out there and have a nice little buttery fade on it, that should set you up for a nice real close shot on this green. So let's give it a whack, see what happens.
Very nice. Oh, that's
Down the
really
middle.
nice.
Dissect it.
Beautiful.
Yep. That'll play. That will play.